Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to export your data overlay in the PlungePalz mobile app. So the data overlay is only available if you record a plunge, sauna, or cold shower activity using your Apple Watch or your Garmin smartwatch. PlungePalz is available on the Garmin IQ store, and we have a video tutorial series on how to connect that here to your mobile app. And we also have it on the Apple Watch, and we also have a video tutorial on how to connect your Apple Watch to your PlungePalz mobile app here. Those integrations are free, so go ahead and take advantage of them if you have a Garmin watch or an Apple Watch. Another disclaimer is that for Apple Watch, we only record your heart rate during your activity session. We do not access the temperature sensor, so you will not be able to see or export your temperature data onto a video overlay if you recorded your activity with your Apple Watch. For Garmin, you're able to export both your temperature sensor data from the app from your Garmin watch when recording that activity, as well as your heart rate. Let's go ahead and hop on in. I'm gonna pull up my phone screen right here so you can see everything that I am doing. Okay, first things first, navigate to the video, or you could use an image. Doesn't matter, that you recorded yourself, like time lapse or just a video of you cold plunging or sauna, doing a sauna. So here's mine right here. This one is a time lapse of me cold plunging, and right off the bat I see that it's 27 seconds, but I'm gonna just hit the step one is you want to go and get this video, put it in your video editing platform of choice. I use VN, but I will also show you how to do it with CapCut, and these are free video editing softwares that you could just download on the App Store and use for free. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up VN. I'm gonna create a new project. It is gonna be video based, and I am going to go to videos here and find that video that I use, which is right here at 27 seconds. I'm gonna select that, and now we can see right at the bottom it's 27 seconds and 27.2 seconds. I'm actually gonna increase the speed of this because I wanna throw it on Instagram and YouTube Shorts, and I just want it to be to come out to be 5.67 seconds total. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this because that is like a thing they add at the end. All right, so now I know that my video is gonna be 5 seconds, 5.67 seconds. That's a video of me doing my cold plunge. Next step, let's go into the PlungePalz mobile app. So let's go into here, go to your profile, find the activity that you recorded your plunge or sauna or cold shower session that you want to extract that data overlay video from. I'm going to click edit and video data overlay. When you click this, you get this pop-up. You could swipe through to see some of these options. You could hide this if you don't want to see it when you open up this feature, but I like to see it every time I open this up. So now here are the settings you can configure your export to. You could export it as a vertical video or a horizontal video. For my case, it's going to be a vertical video. The duration, this could be customized. I'm going to put it at 0 minutes, and we're going to do 5. It was 5.67. So 5.67. Apply. And you can see that we're speeding it up 70.5x speed, which is my original plunge was 6 minutes and 40 seconds. We're exporting this data to be 5 minutes and 67 seconds. So that difference is just this ratio here. The temperature units, you could add it to be Celsius or Fahrenheit. This is always defaulted to your PlungePalz app settings on your mobile device. So I use Imperial, that's why it is Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna include the heart rate chart. You could decide to not include your heart rate chart or include it, but by default, it will include your heart rate chart. For the temperature chart, this is, if you look right here, that's the temperature sensor chart. And if you're record it with a sauna, it's gonna be like an orange color, but if you record it with a plunge or cold shower session, it's gonna be like a light blue. And then right here, the temperature source, this will be this setting right here, which it could either be fixed at whatever you set your original cold plunge session temperature to, or it could be the actual value that your temperature sensor is reading. And remember, the temperature sensor is only available for the PlungePalz Garmin IQ app. It's not available for the Apple Watch, and we don't plan on having it. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna include both, and let's do the sensor right there. And then the timer, this just is whether you wanna include the timer at the bottom, like right here in this screenshot. The watermark, you could hide that by swiping it all the way down to 0%, so you won't see the watermark, which is powered by PlungePalz. Or you could have it at 50%, which is 50% transparent, so it'll be like transparent like, you can still see the background. Or you could have it fully visible at 100%. I'll leave it at 100% in this video. So next, we're gonna go ahead and click process. It's just getting your video, all your data ready, and it's gonna export it, the video file for you. So you could either wait here, or you could close the PlungePalz app out, just close it, and you'll get an email notification and a mobile push notification from PlungePalz when your video is ready to download. Aside from that, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. Okay, video's almost done. It's just encoding, which is the last step. When it's done, you'll see the pop-up right here that our video is ready to download. So you could download it in two formats. I traditionally downloaded an MP4, but some people like WebM files. If you do want that, you could download that too. But I'm just gonna download it right here as an MP4, and I'm gonna save that video. You can see we've got the temperature of the cold plunge in blue, and then the heart rate sensor on the top. And then you've got the timer and the PlungePalz powered by at the bottom. Let's come back into VN, and I am gonna upload a photo right here, and then I'm gonna do this overlay. And then in any video editing software, we're just gonna remove this black top layer, and that is usually called the chroma key. And so you can see that chroma key on the second to the right. If I click that and I just hover over that black, you'll now see that the black background is removed and it's a transparent layer. So you could adjust this intensities and stuff right here, depending on like your overlay. If you want more like lines for, it looks like for the heart rate, I'm just gonna leave it with this intensity. And then the spill, you could do however you'd like here, but that looks good. I'm gonna click check. And then now if we play this, you'll see that that data is overlaid onto that video nicely. Okay, now let's open up the CapCut. So I'll show you how to do this once the video is downloaded in CapCut. So I'm gonna create a new video. It's gonna be this video right here. I'm gonna add. And this time, let's go ahead and we're gonna make this video 10 seconds long. So normal, and I'm gonna do it up to where it's just 10. Let's just do 10.5. That's fine. So I'm gonna keep that, and I am going to select the check right there. Okay, so this video is 10 seconds long, 10.5 seconds. Let's create another video overlay here. This time we're gonna let's exclude the temperature chart, and let's do the time or the watermark as 50% transparent. And now we got to also adjust the time. It was 10. In this case, it's 10.5. 10.5. Apply. And now let's process and export that. Okay, last step encoding. Just take a few seconds, and then we're going to be able to download our new overlay video file. Okay, perfect. It is ready. Let's download that MP4 file right here, and I'm going to save that video. Let's come back into CapCut, and I am going to add this new video, and we will do add an overlay. We'll add that overlay that we just exported right here. Let's go full size there. Okay, that looks good there. And now we're going to use the chroma key. So we'll go all the way to the right, and we'll do the chroma key, which is, oh, I think you just do remove background, actually, the chroma key, there it is, right there, and we'll select that, there you go. And there you have it. When we play, you'll see that that video is going with our plunge session right there. Amazing. Okay, so let's say if you wanted to grab that video and you misplaced your video file, you will always get a mobile app notification when your video is ready, and you will see your videos right here. So you could just click view, and then you could see the overlay file here, and you could download it again. If you want, you could delete that notification or keep it there. It's totally up to you. And then also an email, like let's say if you just like doing video editing on your desktop, just download the video straight from the email. So you could see right in here, you could download the MP4 file by clicking the button. You could do it here as well. Okay, that's all. If you have any questions, comments, or any advice on how we could build this to be better, let us know. I'm always open to hearing feedback on how to make this feature better for those content creators creating videos of cold plunging, doing saunas, or cold showers when you want to show some cool data of your activity. And remember, with PlungePalz, you never plunge alone.